Salutations, guys and girls! And you all know why I did that, because today we are watching RWBY Volume 7, Chapter 2, and we all know who came back last episode. Penny. It's so beautiful. Yeah, that's why I wanted to do this since the last time I recorded. I was just like, I have to greet you guys with salutations now. At least one time. But yeah, last time we had a lot. We arrived in Mantle, met Penny's father, Pietro. We battled a few Grimm, saw that Ironwood and Winter are kind of... Yeah, it really reminds of the Cold War and stuff like that. Yeah, that doesn't look great. And then the Ace Ops are coming around and just arresting people. Because, well, it was an unauthorized ship, an unauthorized landing, and unauthorized use of weapons by non-licensed huntsmen. If I got him right. Yeah, those were the things that happened. And I want to talk about some things that I didn't get during my first watch, but I got during editing or during watching other people, basically. First of all, the posters hanging around everywhere. I didn't notice them at the first watch. I'm sorry I didn't, and I wish I had, because then I would have understood what Pietro meant with the Atlas the Mantle representatives. Basically, there's an election coming, and someone from Mantle actually wants to do something. And that has to be the person we don't know yet from the intro. Then, yeah, there's gonna be a match with Tyrion and Crow somewhere, if we can trust the intro. Anyways, the lighting is still not the best, but it could have been worse. I'm trying around a little bit. But I noticed that the dark approach, like darkening the whole window, is just way worse. So I'm gonna try to only like put something there in the exact place the sun is right now. So if the sun moves, I will have to stand up and move that thing. But yeah, concerning the Aesops, I didn't notice it before. But yeah, the Aesop's fables. I'm curious if all of them actually are a character from the fables. That would be very nice. That would be very nice. Did I get something else? God, I forgot a lot of things already. And I'm sorry for that. I wanted to talk to you about some stuff. Well, that's a thing I don't remember. Maybe I will remember it sometime during... Well, I don't know. But anyways, concerning the intro, a few things for that. Well, one thing in particular. I was talking to you last week and saying that I don't have that much time this year, and I don't know if I can listen to that song over and over again like I did last year with Rising. And that you shouldn't think that I probably got it down for the second episode. Spoiler! I did it anyway. So I listened to it, not even like... Apart from all this RWBY video stuff, I listened to it in editing, I listened to it during other reactions. So basically, I didn't have too much, but I kinda got the lyrics down. Which means that I'm gonna try to sing it. Even though some parts are a little bit too difficult for me, so I won't sing them. But anyway, I like the intro, I like the visuals. It's not as on the nose as some others. Like the triumph was more on the nose and stuff like that, and like when it falls. That was the most on the nose an intro is ever gonna get. But yeah, why don't we just start? Well, now I remember 3 little things I wanted to say, and not all of them were actually about the video. First of all, the title of this episode is A New Approach, which would be nice to have, because they're kind of out of options at the moment. Yeah. Second, it's pretty cold right now here. Like last week it was so hot, and now it's so cold. That's why I don't wear my Yang shirt. I'm just wearing a sweater now because I don't want to freeze. Especially when watching Atlas. Because it's cold. And also to do with outfits, but a little bit different. Something like a thought I had. I really, when they do the outfit changes and stuff, I really want to comment about Yang's hair. Because everyone changes their hair, and I want some comment about Yang never doing that. I don't know, I just need that. I need Yang hair comments in my life. But that's just a wish. And I don't know if they will change the outfits already in this episode. I mean, I would hope so. It would be nice. But I guess we'll have to see. And the mic was awfully far away from me for that little sequence. I hope it got everything all right. But anyway, let's start with RWBY Volume 7. Sun. So yeah, that's how it works. Sun is away with his team in Vacuo, and he wants to jump in right now. But I won't let him. Because this is no place for him right now. In the cold climate of Atlas and Mantle. So, let's start with RWBY Volume 7, Chapter 2, or Episode 2. I have no idea what it is right now. In A New Approach. In 3, 2, 1, and go. So, let's see if I can do the intro. Keep dreaming about a better world. You keep wishing for some clarity. Always hoping that a lightning bolt is gonna save you from this gravity. You're holding out for some romantic life. You'll wake up in a world of joy. Oh, once you can set you free, you don't have to dream. Your life's a masterpiece if you just believe. That's too high. All you see is all you need. Right now your hopes are shattered. This pointless ever after. But in time you'll find through love your power just shines. When you don't know where to turn to, and you're sure all hope is gone. When the day you've waited for won't come, and dark won't yield to dawn. Trust God and open up your eyes. Trust God. The truth is here, sometimes in the sky. So if we're together, moving toward the light. When we trust in love and open up our eyes. I mean, I think I got the lyrics right, but like, the art to sing is still hard. Okay, what do we got? Yeah, still on the ship. Yeah, Nora, I don't know if that's gonna work.
Where do you think they're taking us?
I'm gonna go with jail.
I still can't believe that fishing pole guy took us out like it was nothing.
Fishing pole guy.
Atlas. Those
Yeah, we're gonna
Ironwood's
call him that
ace
now.
operatives.
You guys had a run-in with the Aesops? Ironwood must really have a bone to pick with you.
Who are you?
They're not that big of a deal.
Ah!
Not that big of a deal? The Aesops are the elite of elite military huntsmen. And
Okay.
Ironwood's personal attack dogs.
So they got
Person.
you too, huh?
I wouldn't let myself get caught by them. I'm here because I've been speaking out against Atlas's exploitation of Mantle, and General
Okay.
Ironwood is trying to silence me.
You threw a brick at her ship.
It's worth it!
Okay.
It's people talking about our cause.
Throwing a
Our
brick.
cause?
That's a crime.
Yes, the fight for better conditions in Mantle, led by the charismatic, talented, lovely Robin Hill and her happy huntresses.
That has to be
They were all top Atlas
person
Academy
we see in the
graduates
intro.
who could have signed up for the military, but Robin and the Huntresses chose to stay in Mantle. She's gunning for a seat on the
I
Kingdom's
bet
Council.
she's based
and when
on
she
Robin
gets
Hood.
it, she's gonna put
Please
an
stop
end
screaming.
to Ironwood's tyranny.
Stop.
Happy Huntresses.
Is that their real name?
Don't you think tyranny's a little dramatic?
I don't know. Ah.
Easy to say for a Schnee heiress living comfortably up in Atlas.
Oh God.
Not anymore.
Yeah. She doesn't want that. She just doesn't know it better. Well, she didn't know it better until recently.
It's gorgeous up here.
Don't let that fool you.
God, I feel so sorry for Weiss.
This isn't the police station.
It's
Yeah,
Atlas Academy.
well, you got a cruise with some more important people, so that's why you're here now, even though you just threw a brick. But yeah, Robin Hill and her happy huntresses, that's like way too obvious a reference about Robin Hood.
I guess we will be seeing the General.
Yeah,
For better or worse.
let's see how that goes.
So, what do we do?
I don't know yet. But we should be careful with what we say.
You should be.
We'll follow your lead, Ruby.
Ruby is the leader after all. Even though she's like almost the youngest. Oscar not counted. That's the Atlas crest.
I swear if I have to sit through one more council meeting.
Yay! You're here!
It's all of them together!
Winter.
Anyone want to give us a hand with these?
You have 10 seconds to take those off before I start hurting you.
Go Winter! I love her.
Please, come in.
Oh, it's so good to see her
It's
again.
so good to see all of you.
Our reception didn't really convey that.
Yeah.
I sincerely regret how you were treated by my team. When a rogue airship entered our airspace, it raised some red flags.
It's... Oh
We assumed
God.
the ship was stolen.
Stolen?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it was.
You stole an Atlas airship?
Yes, they did.
What were you thinking? You might have been shot down. How unbelievably irresponsible.
I'm sorry I worried you. But we
Yeah,
did what we had to do.
she's scolding her just because she could have been hurt.
I
That's so
suppose
beautiful.
I understand. But I cannot believe that you allowed this to happen, Crow.
Oh
You
yeah,
try stopping
those
These
two.
kids when they have their minds set on something. Speaking of which, we have some important information for you that's confidential.
Yeah.
Oh, is it about the relics?
Or perhaps the Winter Maiden?
They know. They
You
just know.
told them?
His little smirk. Oh my God. Yeah.
Did you really think you were the only one who got to work on a new plan after Beacon? With Ozpin gone, I needed my own team of people I could trust. So yes, I told
He
them.
trusted Penny
The
and
Aesops
Winter.
too.
Okay.
Which is why I'm so glad you're here. With this. Until now, I believed it was impossible to truly turn the tide against Salem. Oz has pushed her back, has kept victory out of her claws, but she will keep returning. Stronger and stronger.
That was Raven's mindset.
Unless we destroy her.
Wow.
But
How is he
what about the Atlas relic?
gonna do
You
that?
mean the Staff of Creation?
It's safe inside the vault.
And the Winter Maiden?
She is secure and in stable condition.
Stable condition.
Stable
What does
condition?
that?
She's not exactly a spring chicken.
Okay. So it's either an old lady or she has
I know how
problems.
this all looks. Recalling my military, the embargo, I probably don't seem the most trustworthy right now.
Then why continue it?
Yeah.
The people of Mantle are hurting.
I needed to ensure Salem couldn't infiltrate Atlas, and I wanted my military here, protecting my
Well,
people.
I
But it's not
think she already
protecting them.
infiltrated
It's making everyone
Atlas.
hate you.
It's a
Especially
price
with
I'm willing
what's
to pay.
working on that.
Just as you all have been entrusted with the knowledge of Salem's existence, I need you all to trust me. I have a plan.
Oh, we get this cool room.
Ozpin believed the best way to fight Salem was to do so in secret. Whether that was the right choice or not isn't for me to say. But we find ourselves in a position of needing, well, a new approach.
And what do you suggest?
Amity Arena?
That's Amity Coliseum, where the
Okay,
Vital
Amity
Festival is
Coliseum.
held?
Indeed. When Beacon fell and everyone on Remnant lost contact with one another, I knew our current system was outdated. Amity was built to bring the nations together,
Okay.
and it will serve that purpose once again.
Okay. I don't know how yet. A satellite?
Isn't it great? We're not going to just replace Beacon Tower. Building a new tower on top of Amity Coliseum will re-establish global communications.
By launching the
Okay.
tower high into the atmosphere, our scientists believe we can create a sort of satellite, out of reach of the Grim and capable of maintaining global communications even if we were to lose another tower.
Okay.
That is great.
That
James.
is something.
You don't need the entire military for this.
I will for the next part, where I finally tell the people about Salem.
It's gonna be a mass panic, you know? That's like, oh my god.
So that's why you withdrew your troops. To handle the panic that will break out in Atlas.
Yes,
Yeah, and
panic
what about
is
the
inevitable,
panic on
and panic
other
brings grim.
parts?
but I believe we are ready. Once Atlas has come to grips with the fight ahead, I'll use Amity Tower to spread the message to all of Remnant.
But everything will fall apart.
Yeah.
We'll be everywhere.
You're right. But Atlas is willing and prepared to assist.
Yeah, it's
Trying to
like
hide the
Atlas
truth
is
from
the
the
only
world
quarantine
will eventually
zone
kill
for
us all.
everything. That reminds me of the story I'm writing right now. And I don't like it.
Oz spent his whole life, many lives, keeping this secret.
I know. But since Beacon, things have changed. Without him here to guide us, all I can do is use my best judgment.
Yeah, I don't know if your best judgment is actually the best judgment.
What is it?
Actually, Oz isn't completely gone.
Yeah.
Oscar here is the next Ozpin.
Yeah.
Oz? I'm so glad you're here. I didn't
Yeah,
think
he's
you
not
were-
here. He's not
He's kind of
here.
Gone at the moment.
That's not good, right?
That's not normal. How did he...
We don't know. We were in a train crash, and ever since, well, suddenly Oz wasn't there anymore.
She's keeping a few
It's
secrets.
the worst news yet. Did you learn anything from him about the relics before...
He told us the lamp can answer 3 questions. But all the questions were used up already.
She's not lying. He told them that.
Right.
She's not lying. She's actually telling the truth because Ospen said exactly this.
Ospen told us that too. Once upon a time. At least we have you, Oscar. You're safe here in Atlas. Maybe together we can figure out how to bring Ospen back.
Thank you, sir. I mean, General. Ironwood?
Oscar has no idea how to address him. I mean, he was just a farmhand for quite a while.
You're giving it back to me?
After what happened with the Aesops, I don't want you to think I'm keeping anything from you. Especially something as important as this.
Okay.
For the time being, I think it's safest with the people who brought it here.
That's a nice gesture.
Thank you.
I still think Ruby did the right thing to not tell you everything.
We must work together if we are to fight Salem and win. Now, if you're all on board...
Tell us how we can help.
Okay.
Good. Because getting the Amity Tower ready to launch won't be easy. But first...
How they gonna do?
I think we need
technical
to get those
stuff?
weapons of yours up to our standards.
Ooh.
Remember,
Yeah.
this is Atlas. While assisting the military,
Now we get the
will provide
upgrades.
you with the best equipment our scientists can devise.
Really?
Yeah!
Yang is
Second time I
is
got
done.
banned. Then there was the third time when...
All right.
Ah, there they are, the Aesops.
I'd like to sincerely apologize for the miscommunication down in Mantle. We didn't intend to...
So bad, honestly. If we had known who you were, we'd be laughing over a hot meal right now. And
I understand. You were just following.
I like her already.
Ask us some questions first.
Yeah.
Questions are for the weak. But we're all on the same team now. Not that I'm happy about it.
He is happy about it.
We just wanted to say we're sorry.
A dog faunus,
And that
okay.
we're looking forward to working with you on our next mission. You might be students, but you've been fighting just as hard as we have. If not harder.
exactly why I'm looking forward to seeing what you kids can do.
Not everything's a competition, Hare.
Come on!
She's the
Let
hare.
me show you around
Okay.
campus.
Pro. I meant it when I said it was good to see you again.
Yeah. You too.
Yeah, they were old friends. Oh. Crow's just like, what is happening? But this fond eye roll. That's wholesome.
So that way's the cafeteria, and that way's the training rooms. Oh, and over there are the classrooms.
Yeah.
This all looks great, Penny. But where are we staying?
Yeah.
Remember, you're in Atlas now. As the most well-funded school on Remnant, every team at Atlas Academy gets their own room. And if that wasn't enough,
So we're staying in the dorms?
Yeah, I
it'll
mean,
be just like bacon again.
yeah. Are there bunk beds? Well, I guess probably not, because when Winter heard about bunk beds the first time, she was... Well... Okay, we're getting something from Mantle. Hi, Watts. Yeah, no need to hide. We know who you are. You got a new outfit too.
For the last
Winter
time,
coat.
a singular hideout makes us more susceptible to discovery.
But what if we're seen? What if we're recognized?
We stay mobile.
Okay.
Walking around a city with 1,000 eyes.
While cybersecurity has been stepped up in Atlas, as usual, none of the code was updated in Mantle.
Ouch. What are you doing?
It should be. I helped write that code, after all.
Well, that's bad.
Well, I suppose we all have our talents.
Yeah. Okay. That's not good. So that's it. I kind of wanted to see the upgrades this episode, but I guess we'll see it next time. Yeah, I'll let it go through one time, but then I kind of want to look up the names of all those guys, because now they spoke, now they have credits. The height. Hair is as high as, like, as tall as me. I like that. So, but yeah, where are the voices? So we have Clover, which is obviously the leader. Then we have Marrow, Harriet, Vine. Oh, I left Elm. Okay. Interesting, interesting. So those are the 5 Aesopes. Okay, so the guy that threw a brick is called Forrest. Interesting. I guess you should start running. Sorry. But yeah, I'm not gonna go through the whole episode like I did last time. More like I'm gonna talk about some stuff. Yeah, like I said in the episode, Robin Hill and her happy huntresses, yeah. That's obvious. So they are the ones fighting for the weak, trying to go against all the elite people. Maybe not really in stealing stuff, like the original. But they actually, like, they want to make a difference. So I'm really curious about meeting her. Because that's gonna be interesting. We see her in the intro, so she's obviously important. So Penny and Winter are part of, well, Ironwood's team, so they know about this stuff now. On one hand, I'm happy about that. We don't have to tell them anymore, and they know what's up. And, I mean, those two are the ones we want to confide in the most, if we have to confide in anyone. So, yeah. But on the other hand, it's like, yeah, Ironwood's plan. I'm gonna talk about Ironwood's plan. He wants to, well, turn the arena into a tower, into a satellite. We know from A World of Remnant that as soon as dust leaves the atmosphere, it doesn't work anymore. But they want to do it still in the atmosphere, just high enough so that it would reach all of Remnant. Which is a good approach, actually. It would make communication possible again all around the kingdoms, which would help us if it weren't for the second part of the plan. I like the first part of his plan very much. It's an actual good new approach. So, yeah. The only thing is his second part is to tell everyone. Like, everyone in total. Yeah, and what I said before, that all his troops are in Atlas, and yes, he promises to assist. But the main focus will be on Atlas. They will be the safe ones. if a panic breaks out. Mantle is gonna be destroyed in a heartbeat, because we know how it looks down there. The other kingdoms, I don't know if they would... Yeah, that panic is gonna hurt. And it reminds me of a story I'm writing right now. I'm doing NaNoWriMo, so I'm writing all November and trying to get 50,000 words. I'm writing a novella series, a science fiction dystopian stuff, where there's a sickness all around the world, a disease. And there's this one state having that quarantine zone and a very heavy military presence. And they are the only ones that don't have the disease yet. So like all over the world, people are dying. And this place is the only safe place. And they're working on the cure with scientists and stuff. But obviously, the first people to get the cure will be the residents of this quarantine zone, if something happens. So it kind of reminds me of that. So like my Ebony State is basically Atlas in that occasion. And I don't like that. I don't like that at all. And yeah. Also, then RWBY was basically telling the truth, but still keeping secrets. She was telling Ironwood that Oz told them that Relic could answer questions, but not right now. Which Oz actually said. Which means that she isn't lying, even though there is still one question left. With this method, she reached two things. First thing, Ironwood doesn't want to pose a question because he thinks it's not possible right now. That's a thing. Second, she didn't have to tell him about the story they found out. Because they found out a lot more. And if Ironwood found out about this lot more, he would probably tell the world about this lot more. And that would probably make matters even worse. You know? I mean, you could just play Volume 6, Episode 3 all over the Remnant world. But I don't know if everyone would react to it in a positive way. Yeah. That's a thing. So I think RWBY made a right decision not to tell him. Even though he seemed pretty honest in some cases. Like, he really believes in what he does. So I can't hate him for that. He just has to rewind his mind a little bit, you know? He seems very honest. Like, when he found out that Oscar is the new reincarnation, he seemed genuinely happy to see him. Even though then he found out that it's not normal, but Oz is not there. And again, with Crow after that hug, like, he really seemed to have missed him or something. Like, and even though Crow was... He was surprised because, like, we probably all did, like, because Ironwood seemed so unapproachable in his new mindset. Crow was surprised that he still had that soft side. And, yeah, that hug was just, it was awkward at first. So awkward, watching Crow like, what is happening? But then he hugged back, and that eye roll, that fond smile. They are friends. They are friends, even though... Well, maybe Crow can finally knock him back on his butt a little bit and, well, tell him what's up. Hopefully. I don't know. Maybe. Winter and Weiss, the reunion, was also like, when Winter found out that they were stealing an airship, she wasn't angry because they broke the law. She was angry because they could have gotten hurt. And I love that about her. She's acting so tough, but she loves her sister so much. And you could you could see that. And it's so good to see her again. We saw her for 2 episodes. And One Character Short. And Chibi. And now we have her hopefully for more. Penny too, like... Yeah. Penny is in on this too. That's an interesting team, actually. Penny, Winter, Ironwood. And then the Aesops. I'm not too much familiar with most of Aesop's fables. But I mean, I can recognize why they have Harriet, you know. I know that one. I'm gonna have to do a little research on that. Maybe I'm gonna update you next episode. I mean, you probably found out until then, but... Or you're more familiar and got them on the first try, but... Yeah. I only, like... When I hear one, I know that it's one of them, but I don't have them all in mind all at once. So, that's a thing. Yeah. The Aesops seem like pretty interesting people. I like that woman that was like super enthusiastic, shaking RWBY basically. I like her already. I like Harriet too. Like all of them have like some sort of charm to them. Like the dog fawn is... That was just hilarious. Like, I'm not happy to see you. Yeah. Pretty much not happy. Yeah, then this other guy in the back was... He seems to, like, not show that much of emotion and stuff. Yeah, and then we have Clover, who is... Well, he's the leader. Yeah, then... What have we got then? Yeah, then we had Penny walking them around, and it's just gonna be like Beacon. Really, like, one room for every team. So I guess Oscar will bunk with Jean and Ren and Nora, because that seems appropriate. I mean, those are 4-person bedrooms, you know. Other than that, first of all, is school already in session? Like, are there any other students? And if yes, I want to see them. Like, okay, like, Penny's teammate is okay, I don't have to see her, but it would be nice too. But like, Team Funky, maybe? That would be so cool. But yeah, if it's not in session because of the stuff happening, then I guess it's okay too. But it would be a nice cameo. Yeah, and then we had What's in Tyrion. Wow. I don't know what the last shot was. Was that blood? Like something was moving. I don't know if that was blood or if that was something different. Because if it was blood, then Tyrion is basically going on a killing spree. And they were talking about changing stations, basically, not being in one location too long. And yeah, so what's worked on the security system that Mantle still has? That does not bode well. But actually, like, we didn't get anything of the bad guys in last episode, so now we got something at least. Wow, yeah. I want to see what's in action, actually, like, really doing stuff, not only behind the scenes, but, like, really causing something significant that you can see immediately. Right. But yeah, I think that's it. I don't think I have anything else to say about this episode. A new approach. They have a new approach, and like I said, I like half of it. The other half is just gonna cause a mass panic. And yeah, I'm not on Ironwood's side for this one. Other than that, so I decided to stay on this side for my last sign-off, because if I go in the middle, I'm gonna get the sun right in my face, and it's even worse than right now. You can see it with my hand. So this is why I'm staying here right now. But yeah, I'm curious about how they will do the upgrade stuff. Yeah, Blake definitely needs an upgrade after her sword broke. And I hope we get, like, next episode, I hope we get a little bit more personal. You know? Because everything was pretty much on an official scale until now. Like, the groups were important. The plans were important. Okay, we had that little Penny scene in the first episode, but and the reunions, but I kind of want to go more personal. Like, get more of the characters, how they feel right now, because I really want to, like, have the aftermath of the Adam stuff for Yang and Blake, for example. We're obviously gonna get something about Weiss. I also want Ruby and Penny to spend more time together, because they were BFFs. And, yeah. And just more time. Maybe a little bit more Nora, or I don't know. Just give me a little bit more personal stuff, and not just plain old official talk. That would be great. So I'm not gonna say anything else. I'm gonna see you next week, and this time I hopefully actually got the episode unblocked before it goes public. I hope. It happened because my emails were filtered, and I didn't get the notification that it was blocked, so I couldn't, well, I couldn't do anything against it until I noticed that it was blocked. And that was only when it was about to go public. That was why it took some time. But, yeah, like, right now it's Monday and yesterday, so on Sunday it actually got unblocked already, which is pretty nice. Thank you, RT, that it only took a day. But yeah, I don't have anything else to say, other than I don't know, are we gonna see the other villains? Because we don't have any of them in the intro. Salem, Hazel, Emerald, Mercury, Cinder and Neo, they are all out there. And especially Cinder and Neo are kind of on their way. So I don't know, I kind of want to see a little bit of them. But I also kind of like that we focus on Tyrion and Watts for a bit. I don't know what to think about it. So, but anyway, on this note, have a nice day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!